Hi, my name's Mark Anthony DuBose Jr. I was born July 4th, 1986. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Today I kind of want to just make a little short video of something that I've been hearing today and something that I kind of want to talk about. This concept of living versus reading. And reading in the sense of, I want to put more into that of, say, just watching movies and watching TV series and all that. I'm kind of going to put all that in the same thing. And it's something that I think is really interesting because it's a matter of, I don't know what it is, but it's like, no, not nobody, but the norm today isn't to live anymore. It's just to read. It's just to consume is the best way of saying it. Putting in no effort, no work, no energy into being able to get what it is that you have. You might say, oh no, I gotta work, I gotta do this job, I gotta do this, but that's not the type of work I guess I'm talking about. I'm talking about the work it takes to actually figure out how to be able to keep yourself to stay alive. It's some serious work, and I get why most people just don't want to do that. It is some hard work, but that hard work allows you to be able to live. I don't know how to explain it. There's a difference between living and reading. When you're reading, you're just sitting back. You're just expecting everything to come to you. But when you're living, you're out getting your experience in. You're doing it. You're making it happen. There's some hard things out here. There's hard stuff to process food. Animals aren't even, in my mind, the hardest. Processing like fruits and vegetables. It's some hard stuff to do. It's hard to package it. It's hard to figure out how to be able to package it in a way to be able to store it. It's hard. It's a lot behind that. But it's living, being able to do such a thing. It's living to be able to have that experience. Because there's one thing of like knowing how to do it from reading a book, from watching a movie. But it's a whole different experience when you're actually doing it. And not even say do it all the time, but just do it. Just do it. Do it once in your life. Be involved in it once in your life. So that you understand like what it really takes, what's really behind it. Because sometimes, and a lot of times I just notice like we just live these lands of just, me personally, when I just can see like how people just throw so much stuff away. We don't appreciate anything because we don't know the work behind it that it really takes to be able to get to where things are. When you go to the grocery store and you go grab a pear, I don't know if many people eat pears or not, but I like one here and there. But you don't know the extreme amount of work it took for that pear to be able to get on that shelf. Like there's so much behind it. It's not just as simple as like, oh, there's my pear and just put it in the cart and just walk away. And it's gonna, in reality, start to make you appreciate it more. But just watching a video, I don't know. There's something weird about that I've noticed with just stuff that I do out here. Watching the video of things just doesn't give you the reality of it. You don't get the. This one thing that I made a video years and years and years ago about this when I first processed chickens. I watched like all the videos of how to do it, and they talked about this, they talked about that. But there's one thing that I don't think a single one talked about: what it smells like. And you go watch a video and say, oh, that's pretty simple. And then you get a weird smell for the first time of something. And you're just like, what is that? That could make you quit instantly right there in that moment. Say, I can't do this. And just watching stuff, you don't get all of the senses involved with what it actually takes to be able to do what it is that we are able to just take for granted of today, of what we have. And it's something that I would like to inspire a little bit more of. It's not something to do all day, every day. Go get you some buckets and start growing all your veggies and start doing all that. But in reality, get close to someone that's close to you to be able to do something with them on a here by here case. Not all day, every weekend, every even month, or even every quarter, or even every year. But just every time that you have this little extra time in you to just go ahead and do something with them. To support them in a way of letting them realize, like, I see you. And at the same time, they see you for being able to want to figure out how to be able to do more. And there's something about that just, I don't know how, but I just know it. It brings people together. It brings people together of you being able to be in contact with knowing where stuff came from that you're actually buying. Someone's got some, it's not just, everyone gets stuck on just like food, for instance. It's not just food. It's clothes. It's soap. It's lotions. It's everything. There's stuff everywhere that people are making. People make these awesome soaps. I haven't bought in a little bit. I've been a little disconnected, but this specific soap that I got that I really like, the beef tallow soap. It's just so smooth. It's just so silky on the skin. It's so nice. And it comes from somebody that actually was like putting it together that made it inside of their own home. And it's just like, it brings togetherness of, that's the part of me saying of being alive and actually living and not just reading stuff and being behind the screen, but being in the middle of it. Figure out that someone near you that does soap and you go watch them make it and get experience with doing something with that. And you're just going to like learn something incredible about that process. This is something that I know that just jams people up with the simple dog is we're reading, we're watching, we're consuming, and we're not actually living. If you're living, I'm telling you, most people, if you're living, you're not going to have issues with that animal. You're just not, because the animal just loves to live. It loves to just be. It loves to do stuff. It loves to get out. It loves to explore. It loves to just live. It likes to be just alive. It doesn't like to read. It doesn't like to watch movies. It just doesn't like that. And there's so much that behind a lot of things that I just noticed that we have today that we're not living anymore. We're just on the sidelines, not even like watching anymore. We're so far away that it's like stripping us from being being and understanding who we are. It's something that is just it's a huge disconnect. That's something that with me that I've really noticed a big change of just being able to be near my stuff. And then when people say, hey, you got some eggs? I don't know what it is. Like my eyes get like, you want some eggs? When someone comes down here, they see a couple of my chickens, they're like, hey, buddy, you got eggs? Man, I just give them away. Because, I mean, summertime, I've got overabundance, and it's not profitable for me to just sit out here and sell them, because it's a weird system to do that. I'll figure that out later on in life. But when someone comes down here and they're just like, hey, man, you got some eggs? Man, I go in the house, I go get you a dozen or two and say, here you go, buddy. Like, I appreciate that, because they saw that. They see it. They're like, oh, those are the eggs, right? Those are the hens right there that are giving me this food that I'm about to eat this week. There's something about that just starts to, it makes you become alive. And you're not so disconnected from everything anymore. You're not just getting something from, I don't know what it is, where it is, or what's going on with it. It's a very interesting thing, because I get that about all of my stuff, especially before. I don't know what it is, but pigs around here are like the big thing that I most want to get a couple just for a process, because they'd always see my pig and they'd always say, hey, you got some pork? You selling meat? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I do out here. And it's just, I don't know how, but it just brings people together. And it allows us to be able to just really enjoy and value what it is that we have. Value that, hey, somebody actually like repaired my shoes and I saw the person that did it, and here they are. It just makes you appreciate it more, as opposed to just, oh, I'll just throw it away. It's worthless. It's trash. Just toss it out. It's something I realized about my food that I've never done this in my life until recently, like the past 5-6 years, is I used to buy food and then I wouldn't really eat it. It would just be there. And then I would find it in the fridge like a month or 2 or 3 later and say, oh man, like we got to get that rid of. I rarely do that anymore today. Everything that I have, it's like used all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And to the point of today, especially if I just have scrap pieces, it's like, man, it goes to the animals. It just goes to the dog. It goes to something. And that could be even something that someone could even get started of just saving up your scraps and just finding somebody local to you that you could just give that to, because I'm almost going to guarantee pretty much anybody's going to be thankful to be able to have that from you. It's a free food to be able to give to the chickens, free food to be able to give to the pigs, free food to give to whatever it is that they need to be able to give it to just be able to be a little more connected with what it is that's going on in your world, and not just keeping it way over there and expecting everything to just be good. I'm telling you, it brings a higher level of appreciation. That's why for me, it's like, especially just like me thinking of like just chicken, for instance. Like I use everything, every piece of it. Even the feathers, I noticed the birds are taking them. Like I have birds' nests in my trees. It's the coolest thing. You could see the feathers from the chickens that they're just picking and taking and going off. So I'm literally getting more and more birds to be able to have an abundance of building materials, and they're just flourishing. Everything is used, every little piece. Everything, all the way, everything. And that just brings a more appreciation to just what we have, as opposed to just, I know how most people do in your house right now because this is how I used to do it, that I would have my meats or whatever, my veggies or whatever, and I would just trim it, and it's like, oh, just throw that away, throw that away, throw that away. And that's all valuable items. It's all valuable stuff for us to be able to use. And we throw it away because at the end of the day, we don't really appreciate it that much, especially if you didn't put a lot of work into being able to get it. If you were growing that head of lettuce right now, you would be using every piece of it. You're going to be using it. You're going to find a reason. You're going to put it. You're going to have a purpose for it's like, I'm going to use this everywhere, because you know how much it took to be able to get to that point, to be able to get it, to be able to grow out, to be able to be edible for you to have. You're going to look at that and you're going to cherish it so much. But it's like today we don't care. We're just it's not good, just throw it away. Oh, it's got a little bruise on it, just throw it away. It's like, oh no, we got a little bruise on it. We just gonna cut around that bruise and we about to eat this. Like, we're still gonna keep going through this. We're not just gonna toss it out because of it has a little blemish to it. Especially when you just seen it and you're around it, you're gonna value things much differently, in my opinion. And it's something that I believe that most of us are missing, that we're not living anymore. We're wanting everything to just be there and not worrying and caring at all about like how it got there. What's the purpose? What's the progress and everything behind it for it to be able to get to my plate that I could be able to consume, to get to my clothes that I'm able to wear, to get to my cleaning products in my house that I'm going to be able to use, to everything in our everyday to day life. A lot of times I think that we get stuck on just, food, but no, everything in life. And you start to appreciate it more, because everything in my life I use to the point it's gone. It's gone. Like I'm using stuff that someone would say, hey man, I think it's time to throw that away. We gotta get, no, there's still a little bit more in there. There's just a little bit more that I could just still squeeze out of there to just still keep on pushing through. That in my mind is more living as opposed to just reading and watching and just being, because you're wanting to experience all of it, not just a little bit of it. You want to be able to have everything, every aspect of it. It's something that it's interesting to just really, when I hear people just keep saying similar things over and over, and I just really get to thinking. And I'm just going for a run today on, dude, why are you running? Because I want to live. It sucks. Today was I walked a little bit of it. And I'm just like, Ophi, we good. Man, she's starting to get powerful. And she's starting to show me how much more powerful she is. And I still got more work to still keep going to keep up with her. But it's like, why am I out here? It's hot. It's like sun's blazing. I'm in the middle of the specific course I was on today is just out in the open. What are you out here for? Because I want to be able to learn how to live and be able to have real experience, and not just sit back and just consume all of my day, all of my life, and just watching and just sitting back and staying on the sidelines and just hanging out. I want to be able to learn how to live more, and it does something of like, it brings more life out of you. It's weird. It's very strange. It just brings more life to you. It makes you want to do more. It makes you want to strive for more. It makes you want to just be more. It makes you just want to just learn how to perform more and be able to just help out more. And it's just like this cycle that just keeps going and going and going. When you're just looking at everything in your life as, how do I use it all the way out, use it and appreciate it for what it is, and appreciate who actually like put this together for me to be able to have. I mean, everything, down even to some simple deodorant, to some simple toothpaste, to some simple, I don't even say simple, because a lot of these fragrances and colognes and perfumes and stuff are like complicated to be able to do, complicated. Some of these watches that we're all wearing, complicated to be able to put all this stuff together. It is like, it's extreme detail to be able to make sure that everything is right. And someone spent hours and hours and countless of hours of coming up with recipes and everything to be able to and what do you call it, in I don't know what to call it in the engineering side of it, but they're putting all these blueprints together to be able to get something to be able to work for you, and just sit and look at it and say like, wow, the amount of time that someone took to be able to get, like, even as simple as these cell phones, the amount of time and hours and hours and hours, thousands of, probably hundreds of thousands of hours that people combined together and put to be able to get to the point of being able to have that. And just looking at it and actually like looking at it for what it is, looking at it for everyone that was working on it to be able to get it to here today, everyone that's employed right now to even be able to put it together, to be able to have it, and paying more attention to that, and not just looking at, oh, look at that, it's just another one, and I can just throw that one away when I'm done with it, or put it in the junk drawer and go get a new one and just move on. No, it pay more attention to what it is that we have around. And I believe that just brings us to be more alive, be more active in what's going on around us. And the biggest thing is like really seeking out someone that's near you. There's always someone near you. There's always someone close to you that's got something that you use. There's something that someone's got some eggs for you. You may have to, not even, because I noticed that most of the, I don't know what y'all, but our grocery stores are getting kind of steep. And our farmer market stuff, the prices are, they're fair. They're fair. They're not outrageous. They're not too much. It's very, very fair. They're very fair for what it is that they're giving you and what it is that they're offering to you. And because in reality, when you're really looking at it, it's more fair, because when you use all of it and more of it, you end up getting a better value. But most of the stuff that we use, we just throw half of it away anyways. But if you actually use 100% of it, and you pay the, say, person that's created that little bit more than what the grocery store or what the Walmart wants to charge, because Walmart is just like, I don't know, I haven't been in that store in a while, and I imagine their prices are probably just as high right now as well. But you notice that you get a better value because you value it more, so you use it more, and you end up getting more in the end. And it's not like you're getting less and paying more. No, you're going to end up getting more in the end. You're going to get more life. You're going to get more just enjoyment behind what it is that you have, as opposed to just something that you just have that you just like, I know I don't care about this. I don't care about it. That's one big thing. I don't know what it is, especially just with, say, going off food. There's something powerful about appreciating your food and I don't want to use this word, it might not be the right word, but just loving your food, but just really, really caring for your food and just really putting a lot of value behind like what it took to be able to get that food for you to be able to eat. There's something about just giving thanks and thank you for my food that is a powerful thing. And it's something that is absolutely incredible experience when you're just really looking at being able to eat that way. In the same way, being able to have some water that same way. If knowing like, why am I so in a lucky stance to be able to have such amazing stuff? And if we're just like eating and I just don't care, then I don't know, there's a disconnect there. There's something that is like just making us be, the only word I can use here is not a right word, but it's the best word to use, zombies. We're not even just like thinking and focused and doing, we're just eating and just not caring. There's something about that, just like, especially getting close to somebody, you know, and it's not everyone doesn't, I got land and I got food and I got this. I still rent this place. I don't buy nothing. I don't own nothing. I just do what I do because of inspiration to just create food. Can anybody do it? I don't know, maybe, but not everybody does. But there could be somebody down the street from me that says, hey, I see what you're doing out there. Do you have anything for sale? Do you need any help with anything? Could you add some to the next time you buy some chickens? Can you add an extra 15 for me? And here, let me give you a little bit of money up front to give me some so that I could be able to get some as well. And then get 10 people like that. So instead of me raising out 50 batches, I'm raising out 500 to 1,000 batches because everybody's looking and needing food. That's the way that, I don't know, it just brings us to be more alive is all that I could say with thinking about that, because we're actually participating in how to stay alive as opposed to just assuming that someone's going to do that for you, but actually taking more action in making sure that you're able to get that for your own self. Make sure that you're doing something to be able to secure something that you have put involvement in behind. Not just it showed up just because. Like, it's almost like a guarantee that most folks, especially living here in the United States of America, it's like we live this way of food is guaranteed to me. I should be able to have it just because I'm here. And that could be one way of like, that's cool, that's awesome, but also being able to put something into it, of knowing that I put something into it to be able to get it to be here. I saw it looking for someone who has a food that I'm looking for to be able to get more of what I want. Because it's like, I mean, a lot of people that do, for instance, like beef around here, they have to sell it by the quarter, by the half, or by the whole, because there's not enough people that are coming in and saying, I just want a $50 box. Give me like 10 pounds. Give me like 6 pounds. Give me 8 pounds. Like, not many people are going to them, so they have to sell it by this big bulk. So then it makes it in a way that not many people can do that. And not many people are willing to put up $1,200 right now to buy a quarter cow. That's just like, that's too much money. And then you got to buy a freezer for it. So depending on the freezer cost, you got almost matching that to buy another freezer to be able to store all of that. It's too much. It's too much, and it's in reality like too much liability for you to be able to hold all that. But if we have more people that were getting together to say, hey, that guy over there, he's got cows, he's got beef, and then we'll be to sell more, and it'll just start to be more normal. And it's crazy, like especially like being here in Texas, that's not normalized, and that lets me know, like, for a fact that pretty much everywhere in the nation and everywhere in our world isn't set up like that. It's set up in a way of go to that grocery store and don't be connected to your food. And it's something that's just, I don't know why, but it's weird. And it's very, very strange to me. And you may be a person that's like, it's too new that I don't want to see the animal that I'm about to eat. It's like, cool, you know, at least you could be able to be on the land where the animal was. Don't worry about what it looks like. Just go visit and see them out there and see what's going on and say, hey, I want some of that. That's what I want to be able to eat. And then you go make a deal and set it up. If more and more of us were doing this, it would just be more, people would just have more, I don't know how to explain it, but it's going to want to make you want to like give back and do more and just want to be more, as opposed to just sitting back and just watching TV all day and just ordering up some food and just having it delivered to your house. You know, that's one thing of convenience, but convenience isn't living. Thank you. Y'all quiet today. I'm tired. Ophi, I know you tired. We had a good old run. You good, girl? You look good. I don't know what it is, but there's something strange. The reason I got here, so I'm moving on 7 years now. 7 years ago, something in me was like, buddy, you need to get some experience and like knowing how to be able to make some food and knowing how to like make it literally like my next skills is making it from nothing. Make it from nothing. Go out there and find something to get it to be able to put it together, to be able to keep growing it and growing it and growing it. And it's like the more and more I keep watching stuff and listening to stuff and hearing little news clips here and there and stuff like that, and the more I'm realizing like it's not for me to just do that for my own self. It's for me to do that to be able to help someone else out the same way. And you may not have the space or the whatever, but you may have an idea of like, I want to be able to do that as well. And it's for me to really just kind of get into people's brains of like linking everyone up together. Go find somebody. Go find them. One thing that you buy in a month right now, just start simple, small, and slow. One thing that you buy. And one thing that I can recommend, because I don't know what it is, I like nice fancy soaps. Just go find a soap maker near you. Go find someone that makes laundry soap, that makes body soap, that makes lotions, that makes lip balm, that makes all these things. And just go and get some from them. Go talk to them, and you're going to be so impressed with how much they want to talk about it, because they like what they really enjoy what they do. They really just like coming up with different ideas and different scents and different things and just different stuff, and it's just they're fascinated with it. And just link up with someone and just change one thing that you buy out of that grocery store and just say, I'm going to go to that person and get that. And I'm telling you, there's something about that. There's something about that, especially with soap. We use it every day, or I don't say hopefully, but most people do. I got to. I don't got no choice. It's hot out here. But I got to use my soap every day. So every single day, I'm appreciative of that person being able to make that, put that together for me. I'm appreciative for the animals that they have that are able to give them the materials that they need to be able to put that soap together. It's like a whole overall encompassing thing. It's fascinating. It's so neat. It's so neat. Like, it's weird that soap comes from like people are making it out of milk. It's like, that's so strange. It's like milk creates soap. It's like, what's going on here? And it's like, it's a neat, I don't know how to explain it. It's a neat experience. It makes you, it just brings you alive. I would just say the one thing that you're constantly buying, just go somewhere and just go find it. Go to the farmer's market. There's soap people at the farmer's market every time I've ever been to one, and just talk to them. Hey man, what do you do with this soap? Where did you get it from? How are you making it? And just purchase that and use it. And you're going to want to use it all. You're going to use it all. You're not going to get to that little itty bitty and say, oh no, I got to throw it. No, you're going to be like, I'm going to figure out how to be able to use all of this. Like, we're using all of this. And that's where something just sparks of wanting more, wanting to experience more of that. I want to be able to figure out how to be able to explain that core fundamentals of living and stop just sitting back, but start to live, start to experience the world and experience the people, experience the things, and experience more of what it is that we actually use. We take for granted what we have today. It's like it should be there. And then if the store is out of stock, we get mad. As opposed to like just realizing what it takes to be able to get that stuff to that store. It's a lot. It's so much. It's so much, and people are sacrificing their entire livelihoods and lives and everything to be able to get that stuff for you to be able to use. And we just throw it away like it's nothing. Something in me to just, I don't know why, I just want to say that today.